Good morning, everyone. I am Mary Jane from Hungary, and I will be the MC of today's morning devotion. Um, let's start this meeting by a prayer by Monica Nanis. Please, Monica.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent, thank you for this morning. Good morning. We would like to invite you for this meeting and for our weeks, this coming week. And we truly would like to open our hearts right now and our minds and and give you space, give you the place to be with us and to truly understand wherever you would like to lead us this morning and for this coming week, and to that we can become the people you would need us to be, or that we truly can become. And we want to be here with you and understand more deeply what currently is happening in the world, in the providence, and understand deeper True Mother and her heart. And with this, we would like to invite you for this morning. And I pray this, Monica Nanis from Blessed Family, attending Holy Mother Jew.
Thank you, Monica, for your prayer. And next up, we will be continuing with a song to set the mood for today's morning.
어머님은 이제 더 이상 홀로가 아닙니다. 저희들이 전심원 정성으로 모시겠습니다.
I hope everyone enjoyed this song. And next up, we will read Hundoke from the Jambu Moron. And it will be read by Levente Shuli. Hope you can see my screen. Levi, are you there?
Yes. Um, the way of true parents in Heaven's Providence, Heavenly Parents, Holy Community, Chapter 1.
My screen is not working, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's try again. Okay. Now?
That's so the 2025 motto. In the 13th year of Chonyaluk, when we attend the Creator, Heavenly Parent, substantially, let us, the blessed families around the world, become true sons and daughters of Chonyaluk who fulfill our responsibility as the chosen people in unity with true parents. Preface. From the beginning, our Creator, Heavenly Parent, has had a dream. The dream is to live together in oneness with all humanity, as sons and daughters through the perfected true parents in the kingdom of heaven on earth and in the eternal world. To realize that dream, there must be perfected true parents. The Creator made all things in heaven and on earth in the divine image, and lastly created the man and woman who were to become our first ancestors. The Creator gives human beings a period of growth and waits for them to grow and attain perfection through their own conscious effort. However, because our first ancestors fell away from Heavenly Parent before attaining perfection, the dream could not be realized. As a being whose beginning and end are the same, after starting something, Heavenly Parent must see it through to completion. Heavenly Parent cannot abandon everything that went wrong due to that fall, create something new to replace it. Instead, in keeping with the principles of creation, in order to bring about the birth of the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter, who will restore the world from its fallen state, Heavenly Parent had to carry out the providence of salvation. After selecting the people of Israel as a chosen people, Heavenly Parent had to guide the work to identify what had gone wrong, beginning from the individual level. It was not until a national foundation was formed that Heavenly Parent was able to send the only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, whom Heavenly Parent could call my Son. How difficult it must have been to send the only begotten Son that it took 4,000 years of biblical history. Heavenly Parent sent the only begotten Son, Jesus, but could not send the only begotten daughter at the time. This was because Mary, the family of Zachariah, the religious leaders and the people of Israel at the time had not been able to create the environment to receive her. Jesus was meant to meet the only begotten daughter so that together they could become the true parents and create the environment in which people could attend Heavenly Parent. However, this was not achieved. Yet heaven must see the completion of the providence. Before Jesus went to the cross, he promised to come again. Upon his return, he would hold the marriage supper of the Lamb. The essence of the 2,000-year history of Christianity, which began with the descent of the Holy Spirit at the Pentecost, has been the preparation for the birth of the only begotten daughter and the advent of the Messiah and the second coming. For the marriage supper of the Lamb to be held, the only begotten daughter must appear. Only after she comes can the providence of the true parents be achieved. Having prepared for the birth of the only begotten daughter through the Han people of Korea, selecting them as a chosen people even before the coming of Christ. In the 16th century, John Calvin formulated his teachings related to the Reformation, and in 1543 wrote his treatise, The Necessity of Reforming the Church, which he later presented to the Imperial Diet of the Holy Roman Empire. 400 years later, in 1943, heaven sent the only begotten daughter within the community of Christian faithful in Korea. The only begotten daughter, who could not be born 2,000 years ago, finally came for the first time after 6,000 years. She was born with the testimony of many Christian pastors and spirit-led groups through a providence involving 3 generations of her family, each with just one daughter. The only begotten daughter is the only daughter born of heavenly parent with no connection to the fallen human lineage. From the time of her birth, the only begotten daughter, Han Hagja, has stood as the central pillar for completing the providence to realize heavenly parent's dream, the ideal of the true parents. She grew up conversing directly with heavenly parent one-on-one, feeling heavenly parent's heart and living accordingly. Of her own will, she chose and determined to participate in the marriage supper of the Lamb with the Messiah at the second coming, thus becoming the true mother. After Moon Samyang, the Messiah at the second advent inherited Jesus' mission. He completed his course of responsibility, and through the holy wedding with the only begotten daughter, became the true father. As the true parents, they give rebirth to the people of the world as sons and daughters of heavenly parent through the marriage blessing. From the holy wedding in 1960 until Foundation Day, true parents shared both joy and sorrow together as they advanced the providence during a 53-year wilderness course. Following the will of heaven, True Mother, the only begotten daughter, opened the gates of Chonyaguk on earth. Through her 7 years course that followed, she set the standard of restoring 7 nations, 7 religious orders, and 1 continent, thus completing the foundation to proclaim the firm establishment of Chonyaguk. She created Chombo families and arranged for them to be registered in Chombogon. She dedicated the Chombongung Chonyo Sanctum in order that we may attend Heavenly Parent on earth. Step by step, she is concretely building the kingdom of heaven on earth and giving us a wiki of life there, living in attendance to our Heavenly Parent. And True Mother opened the doors of Chonyaguk, she was alone. In her heart, she felt as if she were searching for a single needle in a desert sandstorm. This small needle represents a son of a daughter who can truly unite with True Mother. Until now, we have been largely unaware of the essence of the only begotten daughter, True Mother. Consequently, we could not feel True Mother's heart and did not fulfill our responsibility of filial love. Now it is time for all of us to become those small needles and realize Heavenly Parent's dream, united with True Mother.
Thank you, Levi, for reading, especially since you just arrived home a few hours from Prague. I'm really grateful for that you could attend this meeting, and I would like to give the word to our national leader, Mr. Gabor Albert Todt, to share a few words about the Hundoka we just read.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending this morning devotion. Actually, we just in the national leaders meeting decided that it would be good to start to read the Chambomoron, and that's why I was choose this first part. I hope you can hear me well, and so I don't want to add too much for these words because I think it's quite clear. But as my understanding is that it's really important that that also, like Jesus said already, and also true Father said before, that the new wine we cannot put into the old wine skin. It means that also in many ways I feel we have to renew ourselves, and not just mindly, not just in our mind, but really artistically. We have to understand what True Mother wants, and what is her desire, what is her wish, because in a way she's trying to um, really guide us into kind of a new era, and she opened Chunilguk, and now this year Chonwagung Chonil Sanctum, and I feel that it's not really possible to understand only just intellectual, but we have to really unite with True Mother, and also True Mother, of course, united with True Father, and sometimes we can feel that Father is just put it aside, but it's not true, because Mother is the one that who loved the most True Father, and she really want to make this purpose and goal, what Father was doing and Father wanted, that most important, that North and South Korea have to unite, actually, and I feel it's a really serious time, but we see, I'm sure that the world now is full with conflicts, not just wars, but also between people, and we can feel ourselves, I'm sure, that many times struggling feelings and emotions, and thoughts, but we have to really focus on True Mother and true parents, and also make really efforts, serious efforts, that we have to unite with Heavenly Parent, and understand Heavenly Parent, both side, the father side and the mother side of uh, God. Yeah, actually, this wanted to share, and I hope we can be really serious in our hearts, not externally but internally, and we can help to the people in our environment, and brothers and sisters as well, to be united, and focusing in one direction. Thank you very much, and have a nice week to everyone. Okay, I give the word back to Mary Jane. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Uncle Gabor, for sharing your thoughts about the topic. Now, please let us start our 7 minutes prayer, which will be concluded by Marcel Banja with a closing prayer. And please, everyone, try to dedicate yourself to the 7 minutes to connect with our Heavenly Parent, to share our weeks and goals for the week. So yes, let's start the 7 minutes.
Scelte alla il
Dear Heavenly Parent, dear true parents, I'm really, really grateful that we could all gather here today, such an early morning, and that we could read a little, because this reading was really, really inspiring. And yeah, I really hope that we can reflect more on this reading throughout the day, throughout the week, because you have suffered so much until you could send our only begotten daughter, our true mother. So it is really extremely important to be connected and be united in this extremely important time. So yeah, let us be all connected and all united, and let us really work your way throughout the day and throughout the week, throughout our lives. Because as Gabor also said, it's just extremely important, and it's really, really hard sometimes, right? And really, I just really want all of us to be connected and to walk hand in hand with you, two parents, and yeah, really be there for our true mother. As the reading said, be the little needle that gives hope to true mother, because every single one of us, we all matter to her and we all give hope to her. So let us bring everything out of this until she is here and she can be here on the earth. And really, we have to build something, this foundation that they have given us. So just really, really grateful for them also, for all the people here gathered here today and basically sacrifice their morning. I'm just really, really grateful for these people, and they're all working out your path. So just really grateful that we have such an amazing community here. So yeah, please let us spend an amazing week with you, connected to you and centered on you. I want to pray this with a heart of gratitude, Master Benja, of Central Best Family, standing our Holy Mother Han, our Jew.
To Marty for the prayer. Yes, as you already mentioned, and also Gabor, Uncle Gabor, it's really important to be the leaders, and I can see that Hungary's future is bright with all these second generations helping out in this morning devotion, and I want to thank all the first gen too for paving the road for us. And next, I would love to ask Dr. Dieter Schmidt and Anna Schmidt to say a few words about the upcoming week.
Yeah.
Thoughts. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mary Jane, and all our young brothers and sisters from Hungary, and for your words, Albert. Gabor Albert taught that this has been very deep, very beautiful to see when you joined this morning devotion, our young brothers and sisters. And yeah, this I really love this preface of the Champo Moron. It is so well explained in just a few pages what is the true situation of heaven, of True Mother, and also of us and the hope of Heavenly Parent. This has been an amazing week for me. Last Wednesday, I was suddenly called to come to Korea. And because our president, Dr. Michael Belcom, he still cannot travel through his last operation. So Umberto Angelucci and myself, within one day, we had to go to Korea. And it has been a challenge, to be honest, to change so many appointments and yeah, but often as it is, the higher the challenge, the more you can feel afterwards the heart of God and the importance. So we had several meetings directly with True Mother in a small group, and that's very special because when you come in front of True Mother, it's also suddenly you are faced like a mirror about the situation yourself, but also, let's say, what you represent. So she asked me how's witnessing going in Europe, the situation, and yeah, I shared and I felt, wow, to mother, I would love to tell you much more substantial results. And that is, of course, not so easy, but I could share, especially about our young people witnessing and our very beautiful Pentecost festival. And then to mother, she did not so much longer Wilma, she started to speak and she spoke to us so long. I was very surprised and but sharing more or less the content we have just read. But when you sit in front of True Mother and you suddenly realize this is the person God sent, this is what heaven waited for 6,000 years, this is the true mother, the only begotten daughter, then you have to sometimes even knock your head. This is the reality. And this is the reality. We are living in this most amazing time where our true mother is still on earth and how desperate heaven is. And she reveals this heart that this wonderful, yeah, message that two parents came, two mother came, must be shared to the people. And how desperate is that, and the ones I feel sorry sometimes that, you know, cannot, that I don't have all the connection, let's say, to leaders in the world or so. So, but she really relies on us. It is really you and me who's in our hands it is if this truth will be spread. And so this meeting in Korea, where we discussed many ways how to combine our efforts to also on the level of PR work and media work, how we can combine it, because it's a challenge also now. And mother in the moment cannot go to America. She said she has to go there to educate the political leaders as they are ignorant to the situation of the world, just thinking, centering more on their own nation, on themselves. So she feels this urgency. And she explained, how in all these years with two father, they had worked to wake up, especially American presidents. And it's amazing. They have always taken full responsibility for the situation in the world. And then with us, with you and me, we try to change the course of history. And this is the same now, as we know the world is really in such difficult situations all over. And to change the course of history, we think this will just happen by miracle, but it has to do with our efforts, with our prayers, with our witnessing, and without going, let's say, to Christian or to political leaders. And so I felt this, but also I felt like rebirth, like True Mother is my mother. She gave us some present, and she would say suddenly my name, Dieter, and that was, I cannot explain it to you, but it was like, wow, my mother calls me, and I never heard. I said to True Mother afterwards, I never heard somebody say my name so beautifully. So it has been experience of rebirth, and it has been for me a feeling, yeah, we can be really reborn, and all our worries can be taken away. It's this rebirth experience Christian are talking about. When we really get artistically one to True Mother, and you feel you are seen with your ups and downs, but the most important thing is now artistically to unite with True Mother, and this will wash away all our past. This will make you new. It makes me new, and this is happening when and we can be grateful for this Chongshim prayer and all this, because in this prayer which our brothers sisters and maybe you also, we have experienced this rebirth. So, dear brothers and sisters, there's incredible hope. It's not something you can just buy. It's something which has to do with artistic effort. But I can absolutely tell you, our True Mother is now sent by God. It is the most precious gift heaven can give to us. And True Mother is really the hope. And now, of course, And she said that she needs to Father. She needs, his help because she has to do it alone now. And that makes her life really more difficult. So in this sense, dear brothers and sisters, let's really artistically, really love True Mother, and let's make a new start to make her happy and proud, because we should be so proud that we have been chosen to represent her. Thank you so much, dear brothers and sisters. This is very so precious that you come here, because in the end, she said to us, "Oh, I'm so happy you came." And this is the same now. We are called to come to this morning devotion, and God is so happy you came this morning. Please feel that. This is God is a God of heart and love, and this is so significant, our heart-to-heart meetings. So in this way, could share more, but we don't want to make it too long. So I wish you a wonderful week with deep spiritual experience with Heavenly Parent and True Parents. And please feel very proud that we live in this time. Thank you so much, and back to you, Mary Jane.
Thank you, Uncle Dieter, for sharing your thoughts. Hope you had a really nice experience in Korea, and I'm glad that you could share this story with us. And yes, let's start this week centered on God, centered on our Heavenly Parent, and yes, always keep in mind what was God's dream and what is your parents' dream throughout our days. I would like to conclude this meeting with this.
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing. As you can see, I'm alone. I'm not with Anna together. She says many greetings, but so that's why we are not together. But it's such a joy to work with her, and I'm grateful to her support always for me. So many greetings from Anna as well this morning. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, sorry, that was my last little word.
You greetings to Anna too, and everybody have a nice week. And see you next week, next Monday morning. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice week.
Nice week. Bye.
Wishing you a great successful.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bless you this week.
Last week too. Bye bye.
Hallo Franziska.
Hallo Ingrid.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Have a nice week.